What's up everybody, Big Ramos LSD back again this week with video number 20, times hella flying. This week I'll be showing you how I draw from imagination and how I've gotten better at it over time. I broke it down the other day in some loose paper, just 6 steps when I thought about it. That's what I do when I'm practicing drawing from imagination or from my mind's eye. I use my iPad, my Apple Pencil, and Procreate to make this digital drawing / painting. I'm not exactly sure what to call it. This drawing came from a page of drawings that I did on my iPad with Procreate, trying to get familiar with those two things when my brother first bought them for me. So let's get to this 6-step method to drawing from your imagination. Disclaimer, this is how I practice drawing from imagination. I'm sure there's tons of ways to do it. This is just one. So step 1, you pick a character or something you like and that you're familiar with. In this case, I went with Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid, made by Hideo Kojima. The more familiar you are with the character, the easier it will be. Step 2 is to try and draw that character in a dope way just from your imagination, your mind, and your memory. Take a second to think of a cool pose or image in your mind's eye. Once you come up with an idea, start to put it down on canvas, on paper, or digitally. Step 3 is to figure out 60 to 80% of the figure or image just from your imagination. This is where picking a character you're familiar with will really help. Your favorite characters from your favorite anime, comic book, video game, manga, cartoon, any intellectual property that you love will be perfect for this. So right now, just go into your kid mode and just use your imagination. It's something maybe that you haven't used in a long time. So just like anything else, like any other muscle, you gotta start to use it. And the more you use it, slowly but surely, it'll start to develop and you'll get better at that. I know it could seem intimidating, but this could be really fun. And you could just start coming up with crazy ideas and poses, everything from your head. But it takes practice, and it helps if you got a lot of drawing under your belt, but you can still do it even if you don't. Just always be conscious of observing things and how things really look, no matter what you're doing, while you're watching movies, looking at other drawings, photos, whatever. You could always be conscious of the fact that you're observing how the world looks like, so then you could keep that in your mind and eventually use it without reference, but then you could always check it against some reference. And that's the next step, step 4. Step 4 is to go check what you've come up with so far up against reference that you round up of the character that you chose to draw. This is where you'll get the last 40 to 20% of the information you need to finish the piece. This is where a lot of the details that you might have forgot about, or you had a certain idea of how they look like but you were wrong, you could check all those things by looking at the reference. Maybe you suck at hands or feet, noses, whatever the case may be. At this point you could start to look at how other artists interpret these things, or you could look at reference of photos, look at real people, and start to refine and edit what you have put down. And now with that reference, you can fix it. You can find reference pretty much in any position that you might need, or take some photos. Then you'll be able to correctly draw what you imagined. Step 5 is to fix what you got wrong, or what you deem necessary to fix. The last 2 steps is where you could really learn from the reference, and in that way start to build up your visual library. The more you do this, the better you'll get at drawing people, figures, poses, clothes, weapons, backgrounds, animals, everything, technology, vehicles. How faithful you want to be to the reference at the end of the day is up to you, or up to your boss or the client that you found for a piece. At the end of the day though, you can get tons of information to make your drawings, details, and level of refinement on point. Step 6 is to finish up the piece. To what level you finish up the piece is also up to you. This could be a quick sketch level practice session, or can be taken up to a full painting, illustration, drawing, or piece. So that's pretty much it. There really isn't much to it, but the more you do this method, the better you'll get at drawing from your imagination. You could also make it kind of like a game. It could be really fun. You can see how close you can get from your imagination to a character that you know just from your head, and then pull up some reference and see how close you got, and you can refine it if you want to. If you don't, you can just keep your drawing as is. But no, I guess that could, at least you're still drawing, but it'd probably be better if you edited that drawing from the reference so you could learn. And this method can be applied to anything that you want to get better at drawing from your head or drawing from imagination. You can start doing this as a warm-up, and before you know it, it will be hella easier to draw whatever you want from your mind. I picked Solid Snake this week because he's one of my favorite video game characters from one of my favorite franchises of all time. Metal Gear Solid, made by the legendary Hideo Kojima when he was with Konami. Konami, you're slipping. For doing whatever you did to make that man leave, y'all should give him buku bucks and get him back on the team and let him do what he wants. Just let him do what he wants. Y'all gonna make hella money. Don't be dumb. Played a good amount of the Metal Gear Solid games. I played Metal Gear Solid 1 on PlayStation 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, and I played Metal Gear Solid 4. I haven't played the 3rd one or the 5th one, which that's just crazy to me. I will get to them sometime soon, I hope. If you've never played any of the games, go play Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1. However you could play it. It's like a movie. It's great. It's hella dope. Hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you watched all of it. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit the notification bell to not miss any new videos. Next week, I have no idea what the video is going to be. It might be another Fool's Gone Wild design or some random. I'm not sure yet at all. We'll see. This is probably as close as a Halloween costume as y'all gonna get. So, happy Halloween in my Metal Gear Solid jacket. Now, there's some real Marine shit that my dad got when he was working at some apartments. I don't claim to be no Marine. I'll never do that. That's crazy. All right, y'all. Peace.